The next thing I want to talk about on a basic level is if I need to do a return. Now, the most common way of doing a return in here is simply to go back to the sales screen, bring up your items and do return item, or come in here and say accept return. This allows you to scan the receipt and go through the process of returning that transaction. Now, our system does give you an option that is not normally available within point of sale. And what that is called a referenced return. This means that I don't need the card information again for me to do a return, which can be especially helpful if I'm doing like a phone order or a telephone order, because it may not have that card in front of me, or the customer has the ability to come in and do the sale with me on site. So in this case, all I need to do is come in here and find the transaction I'd like to return, come over here to the accept return, just like I would do on my normal sales. It will allow me to ring up the item in question, pick which ones I want to return, add those to my make a sale screen, just like I always would. You'll notice here that they are marked as a return item. And as soon as I hit the credit button and select the card, instead of asking me to input a card here, it's going to reference the original card used for the sale. Now, as soon as I have this prompt here, all I have to do is hit submit, and it will process the transaction. Now, if you try and commit a refund before your end of day batch out report, you're going to get this message. This means that I am still within the window for me to do what is called a void, or in point of sales terms, this would be a reverse. So it's going to want me to back out here. It's warning me to remove my payment and try again. All I need to do is come into the software, hit my remove, and then I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I need to go ahead and do this in the void. A void, on the other hand, is very simple. All you have to do in point of sale to initiate a void is find your item and hit this reverse button. As soon as you do that, it'll ask you typically to pick your cashier, whoever is initiating the sale, or depending on how your point of sale is configured, it may ask nothing. As soon as I select that, it is going to go ahead and refund that transaction. If you have a chip reader, it typically is going to make a chirp or a noise indicating that it's processing something, and then you're going to get a response, which in this case shows you that the transaction was reversed or voided. It also, on the right-hand side here, shows the same information and allows me to reprint that receipt so the customer has an item showing that that was returned. At this point, everything is back to square. I can move on to my next sale.